Hey everybody, my name is Rydo and we are back to another episode of Antichamber. Now, sharp-eyed people might be able to notice I have a different gun. Now, it has red, uh, red particles, and in fact, if I was to, say, run over here and absorb these, you'll see that it makes red cubes instead of yellow ones. And everybody should take a moment to say WTF, because that's certainly what I was had to say. I beat the game, and I lost all the footage. So about an hour and a half more of gameplay happened. And I got quite a few things and beat the game. And so we're kind of in this quagmire, this little problem. I cannot go back to a previous save state. There's more map has been revealed. As I solved puzzles, the world changed. So there's really no way I could even slightly pretend like I had solved. I hadn't beaten the game and solved so many puzzles. Things are just going to be different. So what I can do is two thoughts. What I'm going to try and do is we're going to go through every single point and look at them, solve the puzzles again. There is a reason to do this because there's definitely things I did not find. So this will be a good way for me to be thorough. I will definitely make a point to show you how I got the red gun. I will definitely make a point to show you how we beat the game, which is this whole section here. So we'll do that at the very end. And as we're doing this, as we're learning, I'm gonna be thinking in the back of my head, if I want to really fast, just play this game a second time, and we'll try to do my own personal speed run, or if I'll be able to just show you enough footage. So I've seen people beat this game, and to do everything, get all of these, I saw one for 48 minutes, and you were given an hour and 30, which seems about right to get it under this time. But I saw someone to just beat the game, just to get to the ending, do it in about 2 minutes. And so that's kind of beyond my realm of expertise. So I've also pretty much figured out how this map works too. If you hit a round thing, that's a dead end. If it's an arrow, it's pointing you to a different section that zooms in. So like when I hover over this arrow, it says 4 different exits. Well, 4 different exits is one of these little boxes somewhere over here, but they're so close together it's hard to tell. Like this here goes to climbing the tower, and climbing the tower goes to leap of faith. So everything kind of loops back into each other, but we've missed things definitely. So I'm going to, I guess, since everything seems pretty grid-like, we'll just start here. We'll wander around a little bit, and then we'll go here, and then here. And I will try to show anything I haven't opened already. Alright. So this so here's a hole where we couldn't get any further without more blocks, and since there's no blocks here right now, there's no solution to be done. I could try to jump, but that's not gonna solve anything. this will, let's see, get us to several different places. I've been to every single one of these, but I don't know what I recorded on all of these. Suffice it to say, these are all solved the same way. There's no real trick in this section. You can't go back up through the ceiling. You could probably do something like this. That's no good. That's exactly what you don't want to do. The red energy field allows you not to pick up or place any blocks. I believe is the trick. Yeah, when you get in them, it erases them and all of that. So I'm gonna pretty much solve these. As far as I know, there's really no secret to like getting this to work. You can connect everything and try and fill it together. You can click, left click and drag, fill it all in, and then try to solve things that way. But that's not the real way to solve this. The real way is just to drag it. Anytime you run into these, if you haven't seen that before, you middle click them and drag them out of the way. If they refill, they're just going to get in your way. Notice I have a ton of red cubes right now. Another trick that you can do with the red gun is you can middle click and then left click and just grow. And you can middle click and right click and shrink. So you can fill in almost all the puzzles significantly easier once you have the red gun. And it gives you an infinite amount. As long as you have like 4 or so, this gives you more cubes. Because it makes the squares internally, or at least it's pretending like it's doing that. It looks out of reach, may only be a few steps away. Let's see. Interesting. Is there a trick? To stopping these from showing up? Like, if I put one here, it does kind of stop it. So if I do this and make go to the wall, and then make a little portal, can I walk through here? Give ourselves one more. This is going to be a mistake. So there's definitely things I got through. Hey. Nice. So, with a yellow thing, you would probably have to place several blocks here. Well, just place one, drag it up, and and then you can't drag it any further. So then you have to place another one, drag it up, and then place another one, and then you can start your drag here, and then as you move up to the blocks, you can get to this point where you can go right and do this. So again, you'd have to drag it up, go through here, and then you can just go all the way down there. That's how you would have to do it with the yellow one. But with the red gun, you just have to middle click, fill. Same thing. Right click, middle click, right click, middle click, left click. Just that simple. Straightforward problems can often require roundabout solutions. Alright. Here's an interesting one. We'll just leave a little bit of cubes here. Often I would do this just in case I needed some, but you almost never need it. So this seems like it would be a difficult puzzle, and it really sucks recording like this because now I'm speaking from some authority since I know the solution, whereas before I was speaking from just complete ignorance. This is gonna send us through here, and this is gonna send us through here. And we want to get down there. And you might think, well, this is that same puzzle. This is a puzzle where we're gonna try and drag cubes this way to block us and make us fall down, which we could certainly try. We can certainly try this, but it's not going to work. As soon as it hits this, it's gone. Now, when you start running into a situation where everything's getting dragged into a wall, you want to real quick right click it in the middle somewhere to stop it. Cut it in half. Even though I'm gonna pretty much just be leaving these cubes here anyways, you want to save your cubes just in case you need it. The trick here is pretty simple. You're looking down, it says up, or so just look up. Attention to detail can lead to very rewarding outcomes. So here's where the gun was. We will get to that. That's where the red gun was. And we are in this area now. We looked up. And if we hadn't done that, we would have had some more area to investigate, and we will get back to that point. Now, we are not in a red platform area. We are in a yellow place, which means the blocks won't get destroyed. They'll just get destroyed if I try to suck them in. So stand on the edge of the P or the U and just drag this upward, and then what I've found when trying to ride these, which you do have to do on occasion, the trick you want to do is look down and get yourself into position. Now I just want this to go straight up, and it's not going to. So we'll make a little bit of platform here so I can be more in the center, and then we'll send it straight up. Generally, it would probably be a good idea to just jump when you're going this way. Notice it's white on the walls now. We're in a different area. And life is full of its ups and downs. So there's really nothing you can do here in this area. One of the things you want to be careful about, though, is more often than I realized, there are fake walls. So it totally makes sense to destroy with the right click and walk walk against all the walls. If I wanted these cubes, I could get them. So I could totally, from inside, drag them over like this way. Up. But as soon as they hit the wall, no go. Wow, that's like liquid. Interesting. So we gotta get down. And unlike the previous time, this is, I believe, a situation where you want to crash into the cubes. I think that's, and if that's not the case, then, or if we destroy all the cubes, you're gonna get stuck in this area. But I don't have to worry about it because it re-grows. It's one of these refillers. So I can just do this. Well, that didn't really help any. There we go. Filled back up. There's nothing that you can do to look up, so we go back down. And we are in a different place now than where we were. We're not in the field at all, so we can just stack several of these to get to this point to stare at this eyeball. I probably, almost certainly, am going to go through sections that I've already done. It's really difficult to remember what you did or didn't do. Interesting how it's all kind of connected now. Hey, it says go up this way. Well, I'm never gonna argue with an arrow, and I don't think you should either. So up we go through this tower. Nope. Wonder why I'm running short on cubes. Oh well. This is where we want to go. So we jump and we go, and we're at the top of the tower. No matter how high you climb, there's always more to achieve. That is certainly true. Middle click, right click to fill this thing all the way up. That's enough. More than enough. So, this puzzle in particular is just a drag puzzle. You can't use the red gun, even after you have it, to, actually do anything. What you need to do ideally is click here and make more cubes if you can. Notice how it doesn't want to cooperate. So what I typically would say do is stretch this in one long direction so that you have one long chain, because it's always going to pull from the furthest thing. And then once you have a long chain, make your square this way. Drag it back this way, drag it back this way, drag it back this way. Now this puzzle will automatically fill the whole thing once you've pretty well solved it. But there's some trickery you want to do. You want to right click this, then right click this. Be right here and be ready to middle click and go that way. And I wasn't fast enough. So right click this, right click this. Right click this, right click this. There is a little bit of weight you want to do there. 2. So I'd say about 5 seconds. It feels like 5 seconds. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 5 count. And then comes back and drag it away before that middle one comes back. That's how you separate things from the pack, as it were. So you want this here to go this far. Then from this point, you want it to go this far. And from this point, you can, working your way behind the glass, go this far. And that's how you solve that puzzle. And that's how you get the red gun. There comes a time when you can work your way through anything. And once you have the gun, here's your standard explanation. Middle click, right click, takes everything out and opens the door for a short time with all those things. The further we get, the less help we need. Same thing, middle click, left click to fill it in, to open this door. I really don't like the middle click mouse function. Almost no games actually require that, and it's kind of weird. Getting to the end requires tying off the loose ends. So here's a room. I don't know if I ever really solved what it was going for. I think they want me to get in it, but I don't know how. Good. Let's see what happens when we're quiet. What happens when we're quiet and we fill a room? It just gets filled. I showed it, or I didn't show it, but if you try to draw a cube, except for in a very specific place where the game intends you to, you're probably going to crash the game. It will try to fill it up but I've in several places actually done enough action and enough craziness that it tried to crash it, or it just did several things. Maybe I can, it almost seems like I could. I'm almost there, I'm almost there. Maybe you have to run back and forth until you can convince it to play enough of these blocks. This seems silly. I've tried running back and forth. Is there any way to encourage? Maybe that's it. Alright, we'll go all the way back here. Run. There! We made it! I've never been in this area before. I'm on some kind of platform. Some pink platform. Some kind of blue platform. Let's go up to the blue section. And see what's over here. And it's a yellow and blue, and I think these are glass. So, yeah. Whole new area. Nice. What is this? Plus A is less than B, 0 through 1, ABS minus depth, plus use thing that looks like some kind of programming math. I think we found an Easter egg. That's what I think we found. It's not even specifically a thing to find. It looks like one of these walls that you can see things through. No, it's just black glass. And it's not like the cubes would particularly fit on top of those. Well, I think we've just found an Easter egg. Well, that's interesting. I did want to get in here and take that opportunity, though, to get in there. That's nice. Did it unlock or do anything? I'm not sure. I can make a platform here all I want. And try to do that, but I don't think I can get back out. I don't think, because it's destroying my platform here. I think I've pretty much trapped myself. So back we go. Have we found anything new? No. So the last place we started was here. And that was it. The good news, if there can be any good news about me losing the footage of me beating the game, is that there really is no, there's probably going to be a lot more episodes than there would have been. So laying the foundation, I don't know what the circle means or why it would want us to go there, but that's not where we're going. So we went over the edge, we went to the 4 exits, different exits. I will show you many different angles next time, because that is one that I'm pretty sure we didn't do. And we saw some things and we didn't quite finish the puzzles. Anywho, that's gonna be it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. I'm really sorry, guys, that I lost the footage. There's just no way to get it back. It was a really silly thing that happened, and it really wasn't anybody's fault. It wasn't because the computer crashed, it wasn't because the game crashed, it was because I accidentally, on my remote app, pushed a button while I was using it to see how long I'd been recording. I hit a button that turned off the capture of the video. So I got an hour and a half of audio, which is useless. So if anybody's fault, it's my fault, but I did it on accident, so please forgive me. Anyways, if you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.